All right, my man, state your name and let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Ron. Right here, we on Real Talk with Nick.
That's what's up, man. Are you a Knicks fan?
Nah.
But you follow them?
Yeah, I follow them, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite player on the Knicks, man?
Ooh. I like R.J. Barrett.
What you like about his game?
He's a young kid, basically like an all-around player. And it's like every season you see his game get better.
Right?
Shooting, the way he's taking the ball, the way he handled the ball, everything. He's a good player. He got a bright future.
Was you following him when he was in Duke?
A little bit.
So from his Duke days to where he's at now, what you see progress? Like, you see his game moving in the right direction?
Main thing is I see his knowledge on the court. How he handles the ball better, how he sees different plays, how he maneuvers with the ball. His jump shot got better, his inside game got better. He's progressing as a player, all around. I just feel like, being on that team, he got a lot of weight on his shoulders, He's a new player, he got to carry a team. He got a little bit of help, but, everybody's, looking for him to make the plays.
Okay. What do you say to those who say that he plays too much on his left side? You need to show splashes of. He's left dominant as a player.
Yeah, he is left dominant.
Do you think that's going to hurt him? Do you see splashes of him going right as well? I mean,
I feel like he's still got time to build on his game. It's hard to criticize a player. He only got couple years in. He's just like second, third year in.
Yeah,
he got time. He got time to develop as a player. Everybody isn't perfect when they come into the league, But it shows that since they got into the league, they are better than the average basketball player. But he's still got 20 plus? Come on, he got years to work on that.
Do you see him becoming an all-star this season?
This season? I'm not sure, but he has potential to get to that level.
Okay. All right, man. All right. And what about him becoming the face of the team? Every team has a go-to man.
That's a possibility. I feel like soon he's going to be the go-to. He's going to be the go-to man. I feel like it's going to happen soon.
Because he wants it, right? You see the
he
drive.
Wants it. You see it. You see the potential. You see the integrity in him. You see that he want to make things happen. All right, it's going to come.
Okay. And moving right along, man. Julius Randle, man. Are you a fan of Julius Randle's game, man?
I was before he got to the Knicks, man. I don't know what happened. I think, to be honest with you, it was just too much weight on his shoulders, and I felt like he knew that he was supposed to lead the team, and then just once it came down to it, he just dropped the ball. It's just not for him,
Yeah, you think he can handle the market in New York? That's what's hurting him?
Possibly. That's what it could be. I'm not sure, but I just see his mindset change, whole mindset, whole gameplay change. Once they got to the playoffs, he's supposed to hold it down. They let the Hawks kill him.
Speaking of the Hawks, I'm glad you brought that up because the Knicks had the Hawks number all season long. Then the postseason came and they fell apart. Who gets the blame for that, man? Who gets the blame? Like, what happened? Like, everybody was high on Randle that year, man.
Yeah. I feel like everybody get the blame for that. I put a lot of it on Randle, but it's just, like I said, he had a lot of weight on his shoulders to lead the team. He never did that before on any previous team. So we got to look at that too. So I say, it's everybody's fault by the end of the day,
Some say
coach's fault.
Right. Some say Randle got lazy once he got to his suspension contract. He got the $119 million.
I can see that.
And then he fell back. Some say he had success because the Knicks was in the bubble. Wasn't no fans. Like he played too much into the crowd. And, I mean, wow, man. So I'm asking you, did you follow him when he was playing under Kobe Bryant?
Oh, yeah.
So was he a different player? Because I ain't follow him when he was under Kobe. Could it be that he don't respect nobody on the Knicks?
I say when he was playing with Kobe, he kind of wanted it more,
Well, Kobe wasn't having it. Kobe was getting your ass,
But I feel like with that competitiveness, it's like you got somebody that's always on top of you, like, yo, you got to do this, you got to get better, you got to be better on the court, you got to do that. It's going to want to make you play harder,
So you don't think there's nobody on the Knicks at the time that was giving Randle the accountability to play the way he ought to play?
Nah, because when Randle came over to the Knicks, technically Randle's a veteran, so it's like, who really going to tell that man anything? And then plus you got young players on that team. So it's like he'll looking like, well, I'd be damned if somebody that just came into the league a couple years ago gonna be telling me anything. I just got 119 mil, like I'm gonna play the way I want to play.
Okay, and Tom Thibodeau as a coach, man, are you high on him? Is he a sprint coach, meaning he's for right now, or do you see him as the marathon, the long haul?
I don't know. I just see him for right now. I think last season really hurt him. All the criticism, all the criticism that he was getting, I think that really hurt him. You know? Yeah, because they had high expectations for Thibodeau. You know, Knicks really didn't have that great season that they was really expecting. So I'm not sure.
And you know they say that defense wins championships.
Of course, defense always wins championships. You know?
He is a defensive coach.
He is. He really is. So I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I'm not sure about his future, but I don't think he's really going to have a long-term future with the Knicks.
No.
Plus, I'm not really big on their management anyway, so it's like,
okay,
give or take.
And how do you feel about his relationship, when you speak of the coach, with the young players? Some say he drive off the vets and he don't give the youth enough time to develop their game, man.
I can see that. I think he was more focused on trying to get more wins instead of trying to build the players, because you got to think about it like this. It's his first time playing, being in New York. Well, coaching in New York. So it's like, he gotta get his wins up. He gotta show and prove on what he can do or what can be the potential for the Knicks.
Okay.
So you gotta get the wins up. I think that's what he was more focused on.
Okay.
And then it's like, once I get the wins up and show that, all right, I can hold this team down, then now I can work on the players and everybody else. And now I can have more control and have, I could say, get more control from management. So where they can be like, all right, cool, do your own thing. All right, cool, work on the players. Do what you gotta do.
Okay.
But I think management was more focused on just get them wins.
All right. Now I want to talk about the second unit, man. We got a bunch of players, man. But we speak of Obi. The oak tree, man.
Play, man. Play.
Some say he could play above the rim, and then contrary to that, some say he's only good for fast breaks, man. What do you say to those who say he's only good for fast breaks?
I can kind of agree. I think it just goes by what they want him to do. Everybody got a position that they got to play. It's like when you come into the league, it's like, all right, cool. We all know you could do certain things because you got into the NBA, but they might only want you to do this specific thing. Everybody got a role that they got to play.
Do he remind you of a player? Amori, Stoudemire? I always like to.
I can see that. Now since you brought that up, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I mean he's not there quite yet.
He's not there, but
you can see him.
Yeah, I can see him get into that.
Yeah,
I could definitely see him get into that.
What would you like to see more of Obi to improve his game?
That's a great question.
In your eyes, is he defense liability? What he needs to work on?
He could work on his defense, ball handling, and a little more in his inside game.
Okay. All right. Do you like to see him start? Would you like to see him start? Think he's ready to start and take Randall's spot? Because New York is tired of Randall, man. The way it's going, man.
Definitely.
I mean, is Obi ready? Is Obi ready to fulfill that spot, man?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't think he's ready. Give it like one more season. Let him show and prove this season. That's how. Yeah, just give it one more season. Let him show and prove.
Because he did have some back-to-back 30-point-something games when Randall got hurt.
He did, but now it's like, can he be consistent with that? Is he going to be consistent with that? That's the case.
Okay. All right. Now I want to move on to two players, man. Knicks needed a point guard real bad, which is, some would say, is the reason why Julius Randle was playing like a point guard, even though he's a power forward. Mm-hmm. We now got a point guard in Jalen Brunson, coming from the Dallas Mavs to play behind Luka. They gave that man $104 million.
Yeah, they gave that man too much money.
Why you say that?
Like, yo, that's crazy.
You think so?
That's yeah. And then they could have got a better guard for that much money. I think the issue with the Knicks is they always give out too much money. Shoot, I'm ready to put a jersey on and be like, yo, can I sign up? Like, hey, I'd be at the court every day if that's the case. Shoot, give me a couple mil.
So I mean,
don't get me wrong. It's like I'm not taking nothing against that man. He can play ball.
What you like about his game? Let's start there.
I like his offensive game, but I feel like for that kind of money, they could have got somebody better.
Who would be better in your eyes to throw that type of money to?
That's a great.
You got Marcus Smart. You got Drew Holiday.
I definitely would give that bread to Drew Holiday. What? Yeah, I definitely would take Drew Holiday. That's definitely.
So what Drew Holiday got that you feel that Jalen Brunson don't have?
More experience all around. Like, Drew Holiday's a veteran. Real talk. Yeah. You're a veteran, all-around game, way more experience, you know? And that's what the Knicks need. They need somebody that has that type of experience. That has that type of...
Give us a few, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Real Talk with Nick. New York gritty.
That part.
That part, baby.
That's a fact.
You know, people out of town appreciate that. Us New Yorkers be like, oh, damn, Nick, you got the fire truck in the middle of your... Here come another one.
Right now. Yeah, this is New York.
This is New York, baby.
This is really Harlem. Like,
yeah, it's hot out here when you're speaking these Knicks, man.
Yeah, it's a lot going on out here.
You know what I'm saying? But back to what we were saying, man. You saying Jalen Brunson, man, comparing him to other guards like Marcus Smart, Drew Holiday. Like, I'm asking you, what do Drew Holiday have in his repertoire that Jalen Brunson just don't got?
Like I said, all around more experience, you know, that's a veteran player. You know, he played the leadership role. He could, you know, basically bring that type of experience to the Knicks. Real talk. Just an all-around player. Like,
do you think he could facilitate well and play off the ball, get other people involved?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Even if you got to get the ball up, get his assist up, everything, you know? Even if you got to hold it down, like, all right, yeah, let me get the rock, you know, I'm going to handle the ball, I'm going to get my shots in. He going to do what he got to do.
Is he defense liability?
That's a great question. Defense he can work on a little bit, but he got a great offensive game.
Yeah?
That's definite.
And how you think he go to jail with players like R.J. Barrett? Think R.J. Barrett could get more touches on the rock with a Jalen Brunson type of player? When we speak of the point guard?
Yeah, I can see that.
You see that?
Yeah.
Will Julius Randle be the cancer in the locker room? Because he used to be in the number one option. So now you got Rick Bronson, his pops, the assistant coach, Jalen Brunson, the point guard. He's not going to be the go-to man no more. Do you think that's going to affect Julius Randle's game?
Of course. Of course, it definitely is. But I don't even think Randle want to be the go-to player now. Like, you know, he had that option last season, you know, like.
You just think he want to be off the team?
I just think he's over it, especially from the, you know, the vibe from, you know, everybody from New York. You know, people don't want him there, so it's kind of like, I'd rather just get my money. That's it. Play if I got to. You know?
Okay, all right. And this is it, man. The big splash, man. Donovan Mitchell, man.
Yo, if you don't get him, man, listen, I'm keeping 100 with y'all.
It seems like you woke up, man. My man had some coffee, right?
Listen,
show the coffee, man.
Listen,
damn.
Man, listen. If Donovan Mitchell come to New York, man, I'll get a New York jersey right now. Stop playing with me. That's what New York needs.
You think so?
Get Spider-Man. Come on, I'm getting tickets. So I'm pulling up.
Okay, now you said if New York gets Spider, you pulling up.
I'm pulling up. I'm not playing.
Okay.
Real talk.
What do you say to those who say, what's the big talk about bringing Donovan Mitchell here to New York? Some say, oh, he's going to bring a superstar. He'll bring players. I'm going to ask you,
that
brother.
Too?
Who would want to come?
Who don't want to play with Spider?
Who? Name the player.
I can't really say, but I mean, my whole thing is who wouldn't want to play with Spider? That man could play. You got a superstar. You have a superstar that could do everything.
And you calling him a superstar?
He can take the ball and everything. Real talk. The Knicks need that. The Knicks need that, and then plus, it'd be great publicity for the Knicks because now you get more fans. You got more people coming to the Garden, and now when they see a superstar come to the Knicks, more players gonna be like, you know what? I know Mitchell got the potential.
Who would you give up though? Because Danny Ainge was trying to give up the. He wanted McBride. He wanted Grimes. One time, R.J. Barrett was in discussion.
Yeah.
For Donovan Mitchell. Some say if you get Donovan Mitchell, what you're doing is making your starting five strong, but you're making the bench weak. You agree with that?
I could kind of agree with that when you think about it. I could. Bring a lot of shine to the starting five, but then now what's your bench going to do?
So is he worth coming? This is a player who want to come to New York, by the way. Could we be approaching another deja vu situation like Carmelo Anthony, another player who wanted to come, but we gave up a lot of players.
Gave up too many players for Melo.
For Melo. A player who wanted to come. Are we repeating the same mistake? I know we want the X and O's, we want to win, we want a winning culture, but are we jumping the gun just a little bit fast, man?
So then my thing is, if you're going to have that type of mindset, then who else you bringing to New York? Who else you going to bring here? That's how I look at it. Sometimes in life, you got to take the risk and then see what happens. Like the situation with Melo could be a totally different situation that's going to happen with Donovan Mitchell. You can't have that same mindset. Who else you going to bring here?
Okay.
Give me a better option. That's how I look at it.
All right. Is it safe to say when Melo came to New York, he ISO'd the ball?
Definitely. Come on. But at the same time, Melo is one of the best ISO players. He had a crazy triple threat and all that.
Now I'm going to ask you the next question. Is it safe to say if Donovan Mitchell comes to the Knicks, he's going to ISO the ball?
Could be a possibility. That's a possibility. It could happen. But I don't think it's going to be like Melo, though. I think Donovan Mitchell's going to want to, progress with the players. Like, I think he's going to want a ring. Like, after a while, you could tell Melo was just like, he gave up on trying to get the ring. It was like, I'm going to just get my numbers. I'm going to shine as an individual player.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
All right.
But Donovan Mitchell, he want that ring.
You want that ring?
All
right, my man. I want to thank you for coming on Real Talk with Nick,
you, man. We're
in the heart of Harlem where you hear the fire trucks, the policemen, all that good shit, man. Yeah, it's going down out here, man. And it's hot.
Definitely
it's Nick hot.
Yeah,
I can't wait for the
Nick hot.
It's definitely Nick hot.
T-shirt on the shorts.
Oh, shit. All right, my man.
Definite.
Peace and love, baby.
Peace and love.